We can all agree that physical attractiveness is determined instantly. It's about a 1-second decision where your brain categorizes somebody as either unattractive or attractive. And if you're not lying to yourself, when you started the gym, you wanted to build a physique that was instantly attractive to women. And women determine your attractiveness based on your silhouette and your perceived presence. And that basically means how much space you take up and how well you own that space. And there are two factors that go into this. The first one is size and the second one is shape. So many guys end up overshooting this and optimizing themselves for the male gaze instead of what females want. Because while size gives presence, it's contrasting shape that gives true sex appeal. So I want to give you 3 steps on how you can boost your perceived presence so we can achieve the female gaze physique. And the first way we can instantly improve our geometry and instantly boost our perceived presence is through our clothing choices. It doesn't even have anything to do with training, because chances are you're in the gym right now, but what I see so often, so common down the street when I'm walking around, is guys are nerfing their aesthetics. They have been training in the gym for a year, maybe 2 years. They have built some decent size and some decent shape, but they're walking around in fucking rags, making it so it looks like they don't even lift weights, like they've never been in a gym in their life. Why would you want to shield and hide away your hard work and the thing that you're building to make you attractive? Why would you not want to flaunt it and show it off and be confident with it? Because it's that shape and that size you've built that is going to help you become attractive. If you just dress like every other normie who doesn't go to the gym, you are going to look the same. And the clothes that are around nowadays make trained guys look like shit. Even if they are pretty big, they will still look like a normal average dude if they wear that type of clothing. So what type of clothing should you be wearing? Well, it's quite simple. You need to start investing in tighter fitting, shapely clothing. Simple as that. Too many guys are following the trend of wearing oversized, baggy ass fits that just make you look like a box and don't accentuate any shape, any frame, any gains that you've made at all. You just look skinny or you just look fat. And it was when I actually invested in optimizing my geometry through my clothing, not even worrying about the gym, just not nerfing myself and nerfing the progress I've already made, which is when I got the best results. And the way I did this was through investing in muscle fit shirts, simple black neutral color muscle fit shirts that taper well around the shoulders and well around the arms. And specifically I tend to get black ones because when you partner it with the correct pants, which I'm going to explain, you can achieve a taller silhouette and a more dominant, more masculine frame, because black is a power color. And when you're walking down the street, we want to stand out as much as possible. We don't want to be wearing all the typical shit that guys are wearing with like big ass baggy shirts and big ass text and graphics. I don't think it's very useful. We want to be making the physique and the gains we've made the standout of our presentation, not some massive ass brand logo on the front of the shirt. So by getting some tight fitting black t-shirts, you're going to accentuate the size of your arms and you're going to make your arms look bigger and more attractive, and you're going to be showing off your aesthetic appeal signaling traits like your forearms and like your biceps if you've made good progress. And when your shirt tapers to the shoulder, you're going to actually accentuate your frame and make you just look more fit and like you're more capable. And when it comes to pants, I would suggest wearing baggier pants, especially if you're a tall guy like myself. We are trying to optimize our presence, and it can be harder to get massive legs. Chances are you might have small joints and small bones. So for example, my ankles are quite small, my calves are quite small. So if I wear shorts all the time, it throws off my frame proportions. But by wearing baggier pants, and this is not an excuse to skip legs by the way, but by wearing baggier pants, you can create this X frame where you have more mass down below, but then it tapers into a smaller waist and a bigger frame where you have tightness around the arms. So people are instantly going to be looking and their eyes are going to be drawn to your arms and your shoulder region, your upper body mass, and that is going to create pure attraction. And if you want to wear looser stuff, the advice I would give is to wear cropped t-shirts, wear shorter t-shirts, because this is going to make you look wider and make you look less vertically stretched. Because when you look like this, when you look like you're wearing a fucking drape, when you look like you're wearing a fucking curtain on your body, a bed sheet, you look long and that makes you look more skinny, and that doesn't make your presence stick out as much. And it's just going to make you look like shit, look like every other guy. And by the way, this is the stuff I teach inside of my community, Project Undeniable, which is where I teach guys how to build a physique and optimize it and leverage it for real world results. So if you're interested, check the link in the description. Now that we're no longer nerfing our current progress and aesthetics, we're going to take it to the next level and boost our geometry significantly. If I could choose one trait, one aspect throughout my whole lifting journey career, I would choose to optimize my V-taper physique, and I would put all my effort into building the golden ratio physique. The golden ratio physique is a physique that has a 1.6x shoulder to waist ratio. This means that your shoulders are wider than your waist and you look like an upside down triangle. There's a reason why I carry on about this so much in every single video I make, is because it is so beneficial. It doesn't matter if you're skinny, it doesn't matter if you're fat, irrespective of your size, this is going to boost your geometry and make you look better overall. And we know that shape determines a large portion of female gaze attractiveness. If you just build this V-taper, this 1.6x ratio, this upside down Dorito effect on your physique, it's going to make you look 10 times better regardless of where you are currently. It just frames everything, makes you look more powerful, makes you look like you take up more space even when you might not. And I can truly attest to how this makes you attractive, because I have had numerous girls lust over my shoulders and my back when I built this V-taper. When you have a wide back, girls just absolutely froth it. It is a sign of power, it's a sign of attractiveness. I've had girls laying with me commenting on how broad my shoulders are and how nice my back is. I've had girls taking pictures of my back without me even knowing, and believe it or not, I put this to the test the other day myself to see, and it worked. I was out swimming with a girl and I was carrying some boards, and I purposely walked in front of her. She had my phone, she was carrying it while I carried the boards, and I thought to myself, I just wonder if I walk in front of her like this, what will she do? And what do you know? She ended up using my phone and taking pictures of my back without me even knowing while I was carrying the boards in front of her. And she commented and said, your back was looking sexy. It is just proof that a big, wide, masculine back is pure attractiveness and is what you need to optimize for the female gaze. You don't want to be looking like a block, you want to be looking like an upside down triangle, like a Dorito. And the third way that you can max out your geometry and max out your perceived presence is not even by lifting, it's by fixing your posture. Most of us guys that started in the gym come from a skinny loser background. We were gamers, we were unathletic, we were lazy and sat on the couch all day, every day. We have shit posture, shit mobility and compensations all through our body, which affects how we look and how we carry ourselves in the world. And if you're slumped over, if you have shit posture and shit presence, if your shit is all tight, you're gonna not only not look confident, but if the front of your body is tight, for example, you're gonna actually shrink the way your V-taper is perceived and how big it actually looks, how wide your back actually looks. So the solution to this is to start training like more of an athlete than like a fucking forklift. Most guys just get in the gym and do bilateral exercises, just lifting shit up and down, and then they complain about why they're stuck, why they can't move properly, and why they have shit posture and terrible mobility. And this has been exactly me, and I'm trying to undo it myself so I can achieve better posture and better presence. But most guys think that to do this, you have to sacrifice every form of lifting and you have to go be gay in the corner and do Bosu ball, split squats, and do like a bunch of like meditation and weird exercises. While that is part of the process, a simple way that you can incorporate more athletic training so you can be more mobile, fix your posture and have a better presence is by doing more rotational and unilateral exercises. So instead of doing something like a big cable row or T-bar row, you could simply add a single arm cable row where you're allowing more of a rotation in your body so that you can actually loosen up your fascia, loosen up your muscles and be athletic and be functional. And the second way we can fix our posture and fix our presence is simply by doing more stuff outside of the gym and not being a gym cell. Go for a walk, run up a hill, ride a bike, do things that are multifaceted, do different stuff instead of just lifting circles up and down. Because whilst it's good to build a physique, we also want to be functional and athletic. Exercising like a more well-rounded human is not only gonna make you fitter and make you more mobile and make your posture better, make your presence better, it's also gonna boost your female appeal because you're no longer a gym cell. Because the goal of this at the end of the day was to stop being invisible and become undeniable. And these 3 steps will help you do this in the quickest way possible. So I hope this helped. Now remember, if you want help, Project Undeniable goes way deeper than this and helps you optimize every aspect of your life as a young guy. Remember that progress is purpose, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.